Friday is real.
How can you be so good at coming up with ideas, yet so bad at executing them? Well, to find out, we need to rewind. What happened as you became more intelligent when you were younger? As you went through the education system, you learned how to read, how to research, and how to plan. All of this allowed your analytical and strategic skills to become your superpower. So this skill became something you're good at, you enjoy, and therefore something you spend most of your time and energy on. The problem is when it comes to executing, it's a bit more like staring at a cliff edge. Emotions flood your system. You can sense the risks, the danger, the fear of failure. All of this makes it extremely difficult to think clearly. You're in a performance state, which is not just something for athletes, musicians, and other professionals. You can be in this state when you're working on anything meaningful. It's like you have two versions of yourself in your head. The first is the strategist, highly skilled at planning, an intelligent, deep thinker, great at strategy and complexity. And the other part is the performer, who has to execute the plan, or at least tries to, and experience these performance nerves and feels the risks. Now, where would you say their capabilities are? Well, the strategist is probably somewhere like a level 9 or above, and your performer is somewhere down here. Your overall progress depends on both. All of your energy should be focused on improving the performer, so that we can get both of them somewhere up here. Now, what do you recognize about these pictures? Yep, this is Roger Federer. He also has the strategist and performer inside him. His strategist develops plans for his performer, and a good job is creating an effective plan for his performer. His performer is the one who takes action on court and manages the emotions. A good job is executing the plan. But they have tendencies. The strategist often overcomplicates plans, which are really good on paper, which is easy to do when the planning takes place in a really relaxed state, which becomes a blind spot. And they also get frustrated when the plan isn't executed to their high expectations. Meanwhile, the performer gets really overwhelmed with these really complex plans, and they get frustrated with unnecessary detail. All of this results in them procrastinating, going on YouTube, watching Netflix, and scrolling on your phone. If they can't work together, there's no success. So you might be asking a question, why can't you just do it? If we go back to your performer on this little bridge, this is what's happening. All of their energy is going into something I call emotional saturation, where most of their energy is consumed with the fear, and only a small amount of the energy is going into the task. In this state, your brain has this reduced capacity to think. Your emotions flood your system and you get overwhelmed, and that's when you feel that mental fog and you get stressed. This will often make you want to avoid. That's when you'll lean to more learning, consuming content, shiny object syndrome, and forever building your portfolio because it feels a lot safer than moving forward. What we want is to create a state where most of your energy is on task and you have a healthy amount of fear. But how do we do that? It's about positioning yourself on this chart in exactly the right way, which is what we'll go into in the next few videos.
Friday is real.